Hey y'all, welcome to Behind the Likes. This is episode 5 and we are your hosts. I am Chy.
And I'm Winter.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode. We have a lot of different stuff to talk about today and I'm excited to get into it with y'all.
Yeah, so you guys, we were going to go over current events, but if we're being real, we are filming this episode 2 weeks in advance because we're both going out of town. So we don't know what's going to happen in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
But I did want to talk about what we kind of have going on with the response from some of our videos. Not from our fans. We're talking about like the haters, I guess.
Yeah.
We have been getting like an overwhelming amount of man haters.
Man hate and pick Mishas. Man hate and pick Mishas for sure.
And pick Misha, sprinkle. Yeah, sprinkle. Sure.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. I don't know if you guys saw 2 weeks ago, we posted the video of the video where I basically was like, lying is a little boy sport. Mm-hmm. And why, you guys, I have to just read this because I need you guys to understand kind of like what I deal with every day. Not a booty video, y'all.
Wait, what did I show you yesterday?
A picture of her butthole. And I'm not joking. She showed me a full-blown photo of her butthole. Y'all.
Because I might have hemorrhoids.
Yep.
But yeah, they've been really showing their ass, and it's honestly been insane. I honestly feel like it's so embarrassing for men to really like... I'm saying I think it's so embarrassing for men to actually like comment hateful shit on a woman's post. Like if I were to find out my man were doing something like that, I would 1000% be so embarrassed. I would hide. I would run and hide. Yeah. There's no way in hell I want to date a man that's arguing with other women in comments.
So what, like I have a comment here and it literally, he's saying, she's right. Grown men don't lie, but definitely don't take advice from a single bitter baby mama with fake eyelashes, fake teeth, and a BBL. Now, I want to say one thing. I am a lot of things. I may be fake. I may have fake teeth. I may have a BBL. My eyelashes may be fake. My weave might be fake. But one thing I'm not is a baby mama. I do not have no goddamn kids. Don't ever disrespect me like that.
And then they spreading rumors. Bitch, how you don't even got no kids?
I don't have no damn kids. What if the love of my life comes to my page and sees that comment and think I got a damn child and a freaking baby daddy? Hell no, I don't have no goddamn kids. But I noticed that every time we say anything, whether it's like positive or negative, like towards a man, they come on attacking. It's always over physical appearance. And I genuinely, I blame like Andrew Tate and them.
You didn't say Kevin Samuels because he passed away?
He can rot in hell. I don't care about that man.
I'm not
I don't care about him. What the hell? Kevin
rest
Samuels
in peace to him and his views, but he was up. I didn't like him when he was here. But
is he resting in peace or is he resting in piss? No, I'm just joking. I shouldn't. You don't talk ill will.
I wish you well.
You
in hell.
I don't talk ill about the dead at all, y'all. I swear. Where did my dead car go? But I've just noticed that. So if we do have any male viewers, we are not trying to attack you. We don't hate men.
We don't hate men.
We're just speaking on our personal experiences. And honestly, this is not even really that much of a safe space for you. So like, please hold it and like take it to somebody who cares. Like you can be here, you can watch, you can listen, you can learn, but we're not asking for your opinions. When we say something directed towards the ladies, just sit this one out. We don't need to hear it, okay? Thank you. But you could chill, but just make sure you're chilling.
A man does not need to be in woman's business at all.
And we go through enough online, like, well, I guess more me specifically.
Okay, yeah, no.
With the plastic surgery thing, talking about bodies and stuff, you guys, we're going to get into plastic surgery and stuff today because you guys have seen, well, if you haven't seen, because we do have a lot of new, like, viewers and stuff, but I have gone through a lot of stuff regarding plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, just all sorts of things. And honestly, like, it is really hard. Like, if you personally have never experienced what it feels like to get torn down, like about your physical appearance, like just save it. And actually, you know what's crazy? It is usually from people who have experienced being torn down for their physical appearance. I'm telling you, like everybody's so pro like body positivity until it comes to women with plastic surgery.
Until it comes to a bad bitch, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'll say about that? I haven't experienced it to the extent that you have or the extent that women and men with millions of followers do. But now that I read these comments more, because I'm a part of them as well now, and I see a little bit trickling here and there, it shows little things about yourself that you would never even thought of. You know what I'm saying? That you never even looked at yourself like. And it's just like, I was telling Winter the other day, we were on her live, and people kept mentioning like her acne, and I really genuinely got like,
she got so mad.
I got pissed because
quit talking about her acne.
Because for one, I've experienced acne, so I know what it's like when you have acne. But it's just like to see that, to constantly just to speak on somebody else's appearance and looks, and it's like, have y'all never heard the saying, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Right.
And it's just like,
that's not a thing anymore on the internet.
It's not a thing on the internet, but it's just so disheartening to see so many people talk so nasty about you when you really just minding your business.
Yeah.
And
people do get mad, but I mean, the plastic surgery thing specifically pisses me off because of the body positivity thing. It's like, oh, don't call that girl fat because you're body shaming, but you're not body shaming me just because I have a snatched waist and fat ass. No, you are body shaming me. So if a fat girl comes in and talks about me having a fake body, yeah, I'm going to call you a bag of baked beans, bitch. Go to hell. I don't care. You're shaped like a bag of laundry, bitch. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm serious, because honestly, it gets tiring. It's like anybody is allowed to talk about my body. Everybody's allowed to talk about my body. Everybody's allowed to talk about my race. Everybody's allowed to talk about anything surrounding me. But as soon as it's any type of rebuttal, it's such an issue. And oh, you're body shaming and this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
I completely agree with you. Like growing up, I had to experience that too, with being skinny and being tall and beautiful. So I'm just kidding. They'd be like, this is your second time saying it, bitch. And honestly, also when you are very aware of how you look and like how you present yourself, and which like you're aware that you are like, you can't say, God forgive me if I say that I'm attractive or if I'm beautiful or if I feel a certain type of way. But if you literally look busted and disgusted, being like, I'm the beautifulest thing. Well, they'd be like, yes, queen. Yes.
Oh
love
my
that
God,
for you.
that is so annoying. You can't be like, oh my God, I'm so fine. They're going to be like, humble yourself
real quick.
But a girl or a guy who you know damn well is ugly as hell.
No.
They sit up there and go, yeah, baddie. Like, yes,
wait, you know who I'm recently
We about to get canceled for this episode.
I know, yeah. And they was like, these two light-skinned bitches think they do. But let me tell you something. I honestly hold space for everyone in my heart, and I know Winter does too, but like I really do. I don't think negatively about anyone unless they come for me. Because
because then all bets are off. And like,
I feel the same way.
People think that like just because you have social media and like you're a social media known person, you have to be graceful and you have to like, because like, okay, back in the day when people were celebrities, it was like not social media, and like you don't talk about things. They're like taboo. Like you have to be a celebrity. You're not, there's like no Beyonce? Access. Yeah, like Beyonce. Like you ain't never gonna catch Beyonce responding to nobody.
She responds in her concerts.
Oh, well, you know, you're the big Beyonce fan. I don't really know what she be saying.
Please don't ever disrespect Beyonce.
Look, y'all, she is so crazy. She's country as hell. You know, country girls love them some damn Beyonce. But any freaking ways, I lost my damn train of thought because you're so obsessed with Beyonce.
When celebrities, they didn't have to say anything. But that's why you would see all them celebrities losing their goddamn mind on the paparazzi back then. Because they literally have had enough. You used to see those old videos where paparazzi
I mean,
be
now
like,
when Kanye be smacking the damn cameras out of people's hands, I would be the same way, Kanye. I used to not like Kanye, and I've talked bad about Kanye. But then when I watched his documentary and like saw things, I was like, actually, I relate to you heavily.
I loved his documentary
I relate to you heavily. Like, actually, I feel you, bro. Because I am low-key crazy myself, and like, I get it. Like, I get it. But nah, back to the damn point.
Good morning, Kanye.
Back to the damn point. So yeah, it's just like people expect you to not say anything. Like you're supposed to just be like holier than thou. No, I'm gonna talk shit back. And I mean, my actual fans and supporters know that about me though.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, she gonna read you. Like, please be prepared. I'll go all the way through your pictures. I'll find a photo of your mama, your daddy. I'll find out where you work. I'm gonna say something negative about you if you have something negative to say about me.
Yeah. I completely understand that. Kid, everything's off when you come from me in a sense. I mean, it depends, but it's just like I never experienced that as much. But me reading these comments, I've lost my mind, and it hasn't even been like 3 weeks for real. Like I can't imagine dealing with this
and it's funny
consistently. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Every day, everything you post, everything you do, and I'm like, bro, like what is up?
And before we even filmed, I remember being like, you know, be prepared. Be prepared. It's going to come and you have to know how to deal with it. You've seen me deal with it for years, but like now it's going to be on you too. And like you have to be prepared. But I mean, it is hard. Also, another thing that I think like surrounding the plastic surgery thing is like I get a lot of, oh, you hate yourself.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, yeah, you hate yourself. That's why you did surgery and this, that, and the third. And like, honestly, I've never hated myself, and like in the most humble way possible. I've honestly always been a bad bitch. Like I always had a nice body. I always been pretty. I always pulled whoever. I always had, well, have I always been pretty? Okay, I'm gonna actually take that back. I was an ugly child. But you know, once I grew up, I was always a baddie. So it's like, what do you mean I hate myself? I don't hate myself. I started getting money and I wanted to spend it on myself, and I wanted to invest in myself. And like, you guys have to understand, like, while I say, oh, I wanted to do surgery and I have surgery, I still do warn people it's extremely dangerous. I've been botched before. You guys, if you don't know, I have permanent sensory issues from botched veneers in Miami that I had to get done 2 times. I've spent upwards to like $70,000 in the last year and a half dealing with the problems that my teeth has caused alone. I mean, I'm always in chronic pain with my freaking teeth, and my butt is still not a perfect shape. You guys remember when the freaking Dorito booty picture went viral when I got botched in Beverly Hills? So be
that was in Beverly Hills?
Yes, it was in Beverly Hills.
When are that friend that always got some shit going on?
Yeah, I am.
Be like, God damn, how you lost your sensory?
No, seriously. Like, people, all my friends always say, you know those like little TikToks where it's like the friend that always has something going on?
Like, girl, I can't, I don't believe that. I'm like, yeah,
I just flipped my car. Yeah, like that's legit me. I always have something. That's why I don't need to try new things anymore, because I know I'm the person that it's going to happen to.
My thing with what is it?
What? Plastic
My
surgery?
thing with plastic surgery is that
Chin
you
lipo.
You see this chin?
Snatched.
And guess where I went to? Tijuana. Because it was way cheaper. Chin lipo out here is crazy expensive. But it's honestly, the reason why I did it was because I wanted to. It's something that I've had a complex about for literally years. You know what I'm saying? When I would, look at this.
Period.
That was never there before until I got chin lipo. So it's just like, if you want to do something for yourself, it's never for anybody else. It's never because like, I want these. A man has never looked at my chin and been like, that's a fat ass chin, bitch. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, a man has never done that to me. So it's like, I did it for me.
Yeah.
And it's like, anything that I want to do, it's for me. And it's not for anybody else's opinion, validation at all. So I never understood that either. And you know what else I noticed? When women, it's like, y'all are categorized, like BBL bodies are categorized differently, because it's just like you got a BBL, you got, like, it's with anything. It's like, oh, she got the money, she had a BBL, she don't have to buy for drinks, she don't have to do this. And it's just like, it's like, the reason why they're on this pedestal is because they want to be on their own. But it's also like, I feel like people are just,
you know what I wish right now?
What?
I wish that we had a guest on right now, like one of those what's that girl's name? The white girl, ugly, Pearl. Her name's Pearl. Have you seen that girl?
Oh, yeah. She hates
women. She hates like plastic surgery. She thinks any girl with like plastic surgery hates themselves. She hates feminist stuff. And like, oh God, I wish she was here so bad.
Yeah, honestly, nobody's really even ugly anymore. You're just broke. So just get a little coin and fix it. You know
I swear to God, there is nobody
coin.
ugly in this world. You just need the coin. You just need the coin. You can fix anything. Sometimes I'll be scared for my future children because I'm like, damn. Like, should I name everything that I've had done?
If you want to.
I feel like I should.
Yeah, why not?
I should. Okay, so the first thing I ever got done was my boobs. I got my boobs done, and it was a great process. And like, I was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Healed so quick. So then I was like, okay, now I want to do a BBL. Went, got my BBL in Beverly Hills, got botched. After I was botched, I had to get a revision. Shout out to Dr. Zhang. He fixed me for the most part. It's still not 100%, but he did fix me for the most part. I got chin lipo. I got veneers before I had, actually, I got veneers even before I got, y'all, there's a fly in here. There's a fly in here and it's pissing me off.
Wait, hold on.
Look, there's Pearl. So actually I got veneers before I even got my boobs done. I had an ex-boyfriend who paid for that. Shout out to him. Very expensive. And then, yeah, I had to get my veneers done a bunch more times, 2 more times, because I got botched in Miami. So I've had quite a bit done. Oh, can't forget Botox, fillers. Damn, I've had a lot. What have you had? Botox, fillers.
Okay, how you know I was
chin lipo?
So I've had chin lipo, I've had Botox, and I've had fillers. That's honestly really it. Oh, I get laser hair removal.
Girl, that don't count. I get that too.
But honestly, I remember when people, my mom is beautiful, 65 years old. She's like, look at me, girl, you don't got to do nothing. I'm like, first of all, I ain't got as much melanin as you, for one. For two, I may not age as gracefully. And I'm like, I wanted it as a preventative. And, you know, they sell it real good out here. It's a preventative.
What, Botox?
Yeah, so it's like, I didn't go to Tijuana to get this done. A lot of people do, but it's not that expensive. But like, if I don't want expressions, I don't want expressions. You
no,
know what I'm
I
saying?
don't want wrinkles. I literally do not plan on aging gracefully.
Like, yeah, I know, honestly, I don't plan on aging gracefully. But, you know, we're saying all that this is us. This is what we don't plan on doing. You can we support body positivity.
We do.
We support everything. We support,
even though we just talked all that mess.
We support body positivity in all shapes and forms. Love you, love yourself the way that you are. But it's what we want to do. And our biggest problem lately is that people have this platform to actually speak on it. Yeah. And that's what I think is unfair. If I see somebody that I may thinking they look busted and disgusted, I'm honestly still not going to go on the internet and start typing.
No, I don't like, you know what? I took a 2-month break from TikTok. I don't know if you guys remember, but I literally took a 2-month break from TikTok not because of what people were saying about me. I can handle people attacking me all day. I'm very used to it at this point. But I'm really am an empath, and I know people use that word now because they learned what it is. But like, I really do not like seeing people get torn down and get hurt and get their feelings hurt. Like, contrary to popular belief, I know people think, oh, you're a bully, BGC. I do not like hurting people's feelings. Like, and I don't like seeing people hurt. And like, I just see how mean people are under like, you know, the comments of people, and it just hurts my feelings because it's like they're probably not as thick-skinned as I am, and that probably like really breaks that person down. And like, it just kind of like made me feel like there's no hope in humanity, there's no hope in the world. Like, people are just vile these days, and they feel safe because they're on the internet and they can't get punched in the face like the good old days. I'm an advocate. I think that more people should start getting beat up, honestly.
I feel like if you go low, I'm going to hell. Yeah. And I also, I was about to say, but I also, why it doesn't affect me as much is because even though I don't deal with it on a level that you do, even when I do see it, it doesn't affect me as much. It kind of makes me more upset when it's my friends versus me a little bit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I am surrounded by so much love. I am surrounded by family that loves me. A lot of my closest friends love me. And I'm like, I think of that over the hate. I think of like, even if I might say something on here one day that may get me canceled, you know what's crazy? My sisters will still love me regardless. They will love me unequivocally. My mom will adore me. My dad will be here for me. My best friends are still going to, like, I don't have people that will turn their back on me in a bad time. And I feel like sometimes if people are dealing with those type of things and going through depression or going through things from what they see online, go to the people that love you. Go where love is. And I feel like that's what keeps me grounded.
And even if you feel like you don't have anybody, you do. You definitely do have people. Like, there is somebody in the world who loves you. I mean, even for me, I have almost no family. Like, I don't know how many of you guys know that, but I have almost no family. Like, it has affected my mental, like, I'm just now trying to build a relationship with my father's side of my family. But I mean, like, it is really hard when people are constantly tearing you down, attacking you. Over the years, I've become like freaking a brick wall. Like, you can't really affect me. But, you know, there were times like after I first did TV and stuff like that, I remember going through the darkest depression of my life after BGC aired. I was looked at like people hated me. It was just on a different scale that I hadn't experienced before. And it really did affect my mental health, like bad. And then I think that the last time it really affected my mental health was the whole like, is she really biracial thing? That was a hard thing. And I mean, I don't know, like just
having to defend yourself to people you have no fucking clue who they are is crazy to me.
Having to defend yourself to people who are literally telling you who you are, like you haven't been in your body for 30 years. I don't know who the hell I am. It's definitely draining. And then like I remember with the whole like, oh, you're not really biracial hate train, it got really big and like celebrities started getting into it. And like there was a girl, I'll name her. What is that girl from Love and Hip Hop? She's the bigger girl.
Which one?
Damn, what's her name? She says that thing. She's from Atlanta. She says, you date a girl who slang peanuts. Talking about freaking...
I don't know.
Actually, I want to figure out her name. Hold on, y'all. Her name is Tokyo Vanity.
She's from New Orleans too.
Oh, I thought she was from Atlanta. I like her.
No, she's from New Orleans.
But she was just one of many celebrities. known people who got into like that whole thing. And I remember seeing one of her comments like, oh yeah, she's weird as hell pretending to be black and all this. And I think that was when it really started hurting my feelings, because it's like, as somebody who's known and as somebody who like has a spotlight on you, you know what it feels like for people to spread false information about you.
Yeah.
That's why I never feed into blogs. I don't feed into like drama that people have going on, because it's like, you really never know the truth. A blog can post some false information and people are going to run with it.
Run with it.
And you know that as somebody who is in the spotlight to some degree, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Also, freaking I think the prima donna girl had said some stuff, blah, blah, blah. I know she's happy for this. That girl be under every goddamn post.
So they were just commenting on it and saying, like, had stated their opinions.
Yeah, just hating saying little hating stuff. And then like TikTok celebrities were like saying stuff about it. And I'm like, y'all are so weird, because like, I can count like how many people reached out to me on one hand who was like known in the spotlight, and it's like, y'all just corny as fuck. Yeah. Like, you feel me? Like, y'all just corny. But I mean, definitely.
And so you felt like that brought you into depression again?
Yeah, it definitely brought me into a depression, because like it just feels like the whole world hates you. Yeah. And then I had to make my hour-long YouTube video like, this is probably past due.
Because she was crying on the internet?
Yeah, I was crying on the internet, y'all. But I mean, it just got to a point where it was just like, it just has to be done. I need to like address this, even though I've talked about it a million times. I need to address it on YouTube. And I hate that. I hate when people make apology. It wasn't an apology video. I don't apologize for shit. Especially, I'm not about to apologize for living and breathing and you not knowing what I am. But, you know, I'm never going to apologize though. Sorry.
I remember that. I brought you like a little balloon in the car.
Yeah. She literally brought me flowers. You brought me flowers.
Oh yeah.
She's such a good friend. Like, God, don't you guys wish you had a Chy? Which you don't. So haha. But
no. So what would you say to people who don't really have family to be able to like get out of that depression, that dark state?
That's hard. I mean, have good friends. Have good friends. Like, sometimes like you just have to lean on your friends. And honestly, even if you feel like you can't lean on your friends, like, you need to learn how to lean into yourself. I've had to do that my whole life. Like, I've had to be my biggest supporter. I've had to be my biggest rider. I've had to, you know, and I talked about this on B. Simone's podcast. I was like, if I don't stick up for myself, I don't have that many people who can and will. So I do go hard for myself. And even if it is 100,000 million people against me with their pitchforks, I'm going to say, fuck all y'all, every single one of y'all, because I'm the only person that I have. So stick up for yourself and like, don't let them people break you, because they want you to break. They want you to be heard. They want you to get on the internet. I'm sorry. Fuck them. Don't be sorry for shit.
I've always said that. I'm like, if I ever like were to become like, so I'd be like, no, I'm not changing that word. I said what the fuck I said. Yeah. I'm going to do what I wanted to do. Yeah. Yeah, I've always agreed. I'm Nene Leakes. I said what I said.
Yeah, no, facts. I mean, that's just how you have to be. Like, what do you think though? Because all this mental health talk and everything, it just got me thinking about like how people are like, some people are like, oh, just pray about it. You know, I got that a lot. Just pray about it. Even though they don't know, I don't follow organized religion. Like, you know, just pray about it. You're going to be all right. Do you think like the church or the therapy?
So I've just recently, I'm from Louisiana. I'm from the South. I grew up with a praying mother and a semi-praying father. But I grew up in a church. Went to a Christian church. I went to Bible camp before. So I grew up in religion. I consider myself a non-denominational Christian. So for the longest, I still do lean into God. I do pray. I do, not as much as I would like to, but I do like to pray. I do feel like that it definitely helps, because when you can't speak to nobody else sometimes, even though I have all these people, I feel like I am speaking to someone, and someone, God out there does. So I'm not, I wouldn't say that I'm super religious, but I would be turning my back on everything that I feel like I grew up with and knew if I were to just be like, no. So I do lean into God.
Do you think you should lean into like mostly religion, or do you believe in therapy as well?
So I was just about to say, so that's why but sometimes you need a little bit more help. I just started going to therapy because I was like, all right, there's some something down there that's a little
issues going on.
some issues that need to be, God ain't really answering me quick enough, so I don't know what to do. So I liked therapy. I did. I enjoyed therapy until, I didn't even tell you about this, but she said some shit to me that I didn't really like. So I was like, I'm gonna have to like.
What'd she say? Don't lie.
It wasn't nothing about me. It was about my relationship. And I left the conversation. You know I don't play by my man.
Yeah.
I left in I left the call. Like, therapy's supposed to ease your mind to me. That's what, I mean, you've done more therapy than me. I was doing it for like 3 months, but I left the call in like a downward spiral. I was spiraling. So I was like, I don't really know about this one. But
you don't think it was a healthy spiral, and it was just
it wasn't a healthy spiral. It wasn't anything that helped me to, I feel like with therapy, I feel like I should not release a burden, but like a different way of thinking. They should introduce me to another way that I haven't thought about, or a way to go around situations. So with church, I mean, I would honestly say whatever fits for you. I believe in God. I also believe in the universe. I believe that God is the universe.
I believe in God too.
Yeah, you know, so I believe that and I understand that, but everybody is different. Some people want to be say they're extremely spiritual, pray to crystals and rocks and put things out in the moon, go to astrology. So it's like whatever you want to do is what you want to do. But me personally, I feel like I would prefer to deal with both. I would
a healthy balance.
Yeah, a healthy balance is what's best for me. What do you feel like?
I think so. Actually, I was raised in a Catholic church, which a lot
is Catholic church like 10 minutes? Or is it the long one?
That shit long.
Oh, long?
Yeah, it's
Which
long.
one's short? Baptist?
I don't know. Probably. I've been to Baptist church too, and it's always so uncomfortable because like I look like the whitest person there, and like you just be like, meep. And then like, if you're new to the church, stand up, and then everybody looks at you like, girl, you know you don't go here. No,
her right there,
her the whitey. No, but I did grow up in like a Catholic church. My mom is like does not mess with religion. She also grew up Catholic, but I think my mom had like a extremely traumatic experience, probably some pedophile stuff. I don't know, because my
mom
usually
interested in the little boys.
Because Catholic church, that priests be pedophiles, y'all. I'm not even joking. And like my mom is like, I will not go into a church. I remember I begged her to go one time. She broke down crying and left.
Really? Oh, that baby, yeah.
I know. So, but I did grow up in a Catholic church, but I just think that like Christianity and like, I mostly can speak about Christianity because also my sister is Christian, like was raised very Christian. It's just something a little off. Like sometimes I feel like Christians have been the worst people that I've ever met in my entire life, and then they just like, well, God will forgive me for my sins, and I'm just like,
it's the cultiness that I don't really agree with. It's the cult of it.
The cultiness. Like I don't like the cult. I do want to say I do believe in God, and I don't know if God is the universe or God, whatever it is. I do believe in God. I don't know. I just don't have a name.
You believe in a higher being?
Yeah, I believe in a higher power, and I believe that is God, but I don't know.
What I believe with Christianity is that this is what I choose. I choose to make it like how everybody does. They dissect the Bible and make it what it wants to be. And I still have some confusion about the Bible itself too, because there's a lot of stories in there.
Isn't there like multiple Bibles as well?
Yeah, it's multiple, and it's just like who actually, but it's a lot that goes to that. But what I choose to believe of God is that my God is a God of love. And some people choose to think that God is a God of hate. Really? That's why they, I'm not a fan of brutal honesty either. So, but like when people are like mean and rude, like they're like, God tell you and don't rip and he ripped the bandage. I don't believe that. I feel like God is kind, God is love, God is tender, God is, that's how I feel.
Yeah. I would feel the same way. I mean, I just made this tweet literally because I feel like, and you guys tell me what you think about this. If there's any religious people out there watching, like, please let me know your opinion on this. But I saw something where, it was like Tiger Woods' son, and he like hit a really good golf ball, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Tiger's been praising the devil heavy lately. How talented his son is." And then I was like, "Why is it that people who are hyper religious always blame people's success on the devil rather than God? If you believe God is so good and so great, why is it that when people obtain success, you say that is the devil's doing rather than the Lord's?
Yeah.
I don't understand that, because if you really truly believe that God is so good and God is so great, wouldn't you look at somebody who is successful and wealthy and doing great in life and say, wow, God has really blessed them? Instead, it's they're praising the devil. Oh, they're a part of the Illuminati. Why would you think like, as soon as a person obtains fame, they just all of a sudden are a devil worshiper. You don't obtain fame. I will tell you right now, who I'm somebody who have got it out of the trenches of the mud. I never freaking praised the devil a day in my goddamn life. Everything that I have is the doing of God's will and everything that is supposed to be for me, like in this world. Nothing to do with praising the devil. So I don't understand that.
Do you think that there is a whole another level of people with a certain amount of money, or it's not what is it called? It's called something like, it's not the Illuminati, but it's just like they're in
the Freemasons.
Yeah, the Freemasons.
Is that what it is?
Is that no? I don't think it's the Freemasons. I don't know what it is, but it's like a whole nother like. When you have a certain amount of money, you feel invincible. Like I feel like people sometimes feel like they are God, and then some other people also feel like God is within me, so everyone walking is a God. I remember I dated this one guy in college who
I don't like that.
Yeah, and I was just about to say I dated this one guy who said he was a God too, and I thought about that. Remember with the
stalker story
with the stalker, and he would be like, when God comes back on this earth, I'm gonna be one of the people to save everybody.
Look, you scaring me.
I was like, I don't really know about this one. I don't really like him.
It's schizophrenia.
Yeah,
let's talk about it. Let's talk about mental illness though.
But yeah, no, facts.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That just always rubbed me the wrong way. And then like,
I feel like people dissect the Bible and they really go deep into like research, and when people, because there's a lot of people that research the Bible, that study it, there's literally education on it.
Yeah.
So it's like when they go into it, they see these little symbols or see these things and be like, that's the devil. And it's just like,
I'm like, okay, everybody calm down.
Yeah,
like
I feel
the
like
devil, I don't even. Who is the devil? I don't even know the devil.
I'm gonna stomp on his head.
Yeah, I don't know the dang devil. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just don't believe that. I don't even when I'm going through something extremely rough or traumatic, I don't think, oh, the devil is on me. I think like,
Boosie got
I'm going through some stuff. Devil, get up off me. Nah, but I don't feel like, oh, the devil is on me. I just feel like I'm learning a lesson and it hurts. This is a painful lesson, but I mean, eventually you're going to be thankful you learned the lesson anyways. Like, you know, you're going to be thankful that you got this much stronger going through this, you know, trial and tribulation, whatever. But also, because I didn't get to say, but how you were talking about, you do believe that prayer and therapy is a good like combo. Mm-hmm. I have done therapy. My mom used to try to like put me into therapy when I was young. Like, I was raised with a single mom. We had a lot of problems growing up. If you read my first book, you know.
I took my chance, my opportunity.
If you read my first book, you know that I went through a lot of stuff with my mom growing up. And also, like, I was one of those kids who, like, had their father was in prison for 20 years and blah, blah, blah. So, like, you know, that really is hard on a child. And they thought, like, oh, because of, you know, all the things that I went through really early, like, oh, that's why I had, like, behavioral issues and, like, didn't listen. My mom just told me the other day that she said that she thought that I had I had defiant disorder.
Wait, I'm not being funny. I'm being really serious right now. Don't you have a mental illness?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Like a real diagnosis?
Yes,
what is it?
So I have, drum roll please, I'm autistic. No, I'm just kidding. I actually might be autistic.
On the spectrum.
No,
not everybody
I really
being on the
think I
spectrum
am
now.
on the spectrum, bro. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, bullshit.
What's the mental illness?
I have BPD.
What is that? Bipolar disorder?
Borderline personality disorder.
You're fucking lying.
No, girl, you're thinking. She's so excited she don't even know what that is. You
borderline personality. So you like split up Patricia.
No.
This was Patricia.
No. No, that's not what that is. BPD is like.
Wait, so you think you more than one person?
No, that is not what BPD is, bro. You're thinking of like split personality disorder or something.
That wasn't me. That was Patricia.
No, I don't have that. I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. I don't feel like I have it anymore. I feel like I'm cured. But because you can be cured. You get it from like a lot of traumatic events in your life. Because I was like, why do I, have
Please
this?
explain it, because I don't understand what it is in.
So for me,
she ain't mentally ill. She lying to get clout on the internet. No,
I actually don't really like
how that girl with the TikTok thing.
What?
She said she got tics. Okay, I'm probably gonna, but she be pissing me off.
You are so far off.
I know, but I'm just saying.
You're talking about Tourette's and freaking split personality disorder. That has nothing to do with what I have. Well, I don't even think I have it anymore, but I was diagnosed with it, and it just basically like. For me personally, I'll just say for me personally, like, it's like a never-ending feeling of emptiness. This is why I don't feel like I have it anymore. But for years, like, I went through a lot of traumatic stuff growing up, blah, blah, blah. So, like a never-ending feeling of emptiness. What was another thing? I was, like, very,
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So I get it.
I was very like, I forgot how to explain it.
Let me say, so, because she can't
just read
explain
the
it.
damn
What is
symptoms.
borderline
Everything that it is, I was.
So I'm thinking it was like split personalities.
No.
Oh, wow. So, okay.
No.
Borderline personality disorder is a mental illness that severely impacts a person's ability to manage their emotions. This loss of emotional control can increase impulsivity, affect how a person feels about themselves, and negatively impact their relationship. Wow. I did not know that's what that means.
Yeah, read the symptoms.
Winner.
Look, I got a picture of me up there. No.
9 symptoms. Fear of, oh, that's so sad. Fear of abandonment, unstable relationships, unclear or shift. How do you get diagnosed with that, though? Maybe I got it. I want to have something.
You don't. I want to have something. You do have something. Definitely wrong with you, but it's not that. No. No, but I mean,
Self-harm? You ever tried to harm yourself?
No, I've never tried to harm myself, guys. I'm too scared. Even the one time where I really thought like I was going to kill myself, I was scared. I was. I never tried to kill myself. I never tried to kill myself.
The only thing that I've ever probably come close to with mentally ill was when I was
talking about. We don't take anything serious, y'all. We're over here trying to talk about mental health with 2 clowns. This is like not even okay. Yeah, I used to slit my wrist.
No.
God damn. Can we be serious for 5 seconds?
No, but what I'm thinking is when I'd have to photo shoot or something that I really needed to do, like, or lose some weight quickly.
You'd starve yourself?
I would, but not in the bad way. Like, I'd eat like a salad or something, and if I wanted like a cookie, I would, like, because I love sweets.
ED.
This is not okay either. I don't know.
Damn, we gotta quit laughing at stuff like this. Serious. All
right, y'all. We are serious about this stuff. This is a lot going on today. But what I used to do is I would eat a cookie just to like have the taste in my mouth and spit it out.
Oh yeah.
And I tried to throw. Okay, this isn't cool. But I tried to throw. Yeah, I tried to throw it one time, and I was like, "Yeah, no, I don't like this one. I can't do that." No. It's something that's just.
Sorry if anybody is suffering with any of these things.
Yeah, and to reach out to a healthcare professional.
Yeah. I don't even remember. I'm like, I did get diagnosed with BPD, but I'm like, what was wrong with me? Everything that they said.
It could be reversed or It's probably because I came into your life.
It can be. So I used to do. What kind of therapy did I do? It's a certain
relationship and no therapy.
No, it was certain type of therapy that I had to go through, and like I feel like I'm fine now though. But I used to be like hella like
emo.
No, well, low key, yeah. Like if I read you my diaries, like from that period of.
I feel like diaries is a good thing. Also, if
Journaling,
journaling, meditating.
But it do get depressing. It does get depressing because I have hella journals, and like I'll go back and read them. I'll be like, damn, sis, you okay?
I used to have poetry. I remember I was so I had like little teardrops on one of my poems. I was like, and look, I remember when I did, I was like this. Trying to put it on the page. I was like, this is gonna be good with it.
Yo, no, I for sure have like tears on pages. Like I used to like write letters, like if I was like hurt or something. That's another good thing. But honestly, that shit really don't work for me.
Really?
Because I've tried to like get over situations. Like I do still carry a couple situations with me that like I don't feel like I'm completely healed from. I'll be honest, like I don't feel like I'm completely healed from a couple things, like a couple relationships. Really one. I'll be honest, it's really one relationship that I just don't feel like I'm fully healed from. Mm-hmm. And like I don't know how to do it. I've tried therapy, I've tried writing, I've done songs, I've done everything. And it's just like I don't really know what I wish there was just like a pill that I could take that's like, okay, forgotten, like, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes therapy and praying just ain't working. What else? Drugs? I'm just kidding.
Maybe time. You never know. Time. Yeah. And yeah, I can understand that. Damn, I didn't know that.
Yes.
I thought it was.
You have a mental illness, don't you? For the world to hear. Let's talk about it. No. Also, you know what's hella crazy? I remember when I did open up and like come out when I got diagnosed with BPD, and like it was like a real thing for me. And oh my God, people would like throw in my face like, go take your medication. First of all, I didn't take medication.
I was about to say, they gave you medication?
No, I ain't taking no goddamn medication. I just had to go through like this weird, like this type of therapy. I forgot what it's called. It's like DDE or EDD or CDD or I don't know.
PPP.
Yeah, PPP loan. I don't know. Like it was some type of therapy I had to do. This was like a few years ago. So I don't know. I just don't feel that way anymore. I'm so far away from that person, like who I was back then. Like I don't even remember how I felt. I don't even remember, like, I just know I wasn't okay. And I remember making a conscious decision and being like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. In my life, I have only ever been unhappy and angry and hurt. And I don't want to be an angry, hurt person. I want to be a happy person. And now, like, I'm just thankful because I genuinely am. I'm just so happy. Like, even when, like, I go through things, it's like, it's cool. I know I'm still happy. This ain't about to, like, spiral me back anywhere.
And that's actually a testimony of what happens when you pour into yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you love yourself, when you do the work to be the best version of you. And the best thing is when you going through something, at least you can go through it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't stay stuck where you at, because that's where the cloud is. You know what I'm saying?
I think that one of my, like, best, like, it's so corny. It really is. But, like, there is a light at the end of every tunnel. And, like, I tell people that, like, all the time. It's like, it's so easy to feel like you're stuck in, like, a dark place and feel like, oh, there's just no coming out of this. And I have gone through that for sure. There's times where I'm like, I don't know how my life will ever be good. It's only ever been bad. And even though I've, like, gone through so much, like, hard things, like, you just gotta remember, light at the end of the tunnel. Even if that tunnel come back, it's still another light. Like, sometimes life be hard. It's gonna get back good. Like, just, you know, don't give up on yourself. Important to yourself. Work on yourself how you would get up and go to the gym. You got to work on your mental health. There's a website called BetterHelp. It's a free counseling situation. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know.
It's not free. It's
cheap.
It's cheap, because that's what I was doing. Sometimes.
But you could switch there. Honestly, I went to like 6 BetterHelp therapists. I was in there telling my business like I was talking to my homegirls.
Yeah, and that's what it kind of, honestly, sometimes what I liked about therapy too is that, you know, sometimes it's trauma dumping on other people that sometimes my friends are going through their own stuff too. And sometimes the therapist, that's their job to actually, like, listen.
Right.
So it's just like, instead of trauma dumping on my friends, sometimes every time I talk to them, it was a better way to do it with someone else.
Right. Especially because we're older now. Like,
exactly. And we all got our own shit going on, you know?
Right.
But I feel like with me, when I was depressed, it was because I didn't know where I was going in my life. What was the next step? What am I supposed to do after I feel like I've checked off these boxes?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my biggest thing. It was just like, all right, I've checked these boxes off. Now what?
Yeah.
And it really is like a sport. Like, you have to train. You training yourself every single day to do something, to literally get up. I had to be like, I would put on podcasts, or I'd put on, like, honestly, some sermons sometimes, and I listen to that, or I'd be like, just try out different things and figure out what kind of worked for me. And it was just basically doing something.
Right.
And I felt like the universe God seeing, whoever that you go to will see, and will see that you are taking those steps to move in the forward direction, to better yourself, and it works out for you. People even want to help you when you helping yourself. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's like, people help you when you help yourself.
Because I honestly, and I will say this, just to add on to what you just said, people want to help you when you're helping yourself. I cannot stand people who are okay with being so fucking, like, depressed and sad. And I know that sounds fucked up. I know it sounds fucked up, but I don't like when people complain to me about their, not depression really, but I don't like when people complain to me about their situation. I am how are we going to tackle this type of person. Like, even when I feel myself falling into depressions, I'm like, just like you said, you got to do the work, you got to get up, you got to put your effort in. So when I'm telling people, somebody's coming to me and is like, oh my God, I hate my life, I hate this, what are we doing to change it? How can I help you? Especially with somebody that I care about. How can I help you get up out of, you ain't got no money? What do you think that you could do for me that I could give you some bread for? Like, you feel me? Like, so I don't like when people stop feeling sorry for yourself, bro. Like, please, I know that sounds kind of fucked up.
You can have a few days to feel sorry.
Yeah,
you
a few days.
You could have, but don't make it a habit, because habits really can stay consistent for a while. A habit would be more, a bad habit is easier to take than a good one.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you have to constantly, I understand both sides of it, because it is like, sometimes it's like, damn, bitch, I just want to vent. You know what I'm saying? And other times it is like, all right, I need that friend, that boost, that light, that fire under my ass. So it is and
it's okay. I think it's okay to vent, for sure. And I will listen to my friends vent. But if you keep venting me about the same thing over and over, and you have not done anything to try to change it, it irritates me. Specifically because I grew up, no shade, but like, my family, not my mom, but I have family members that are like that feel bad for themselves. I wish I had this money. I wish I could be successful. That's people's
personality too.
I cannot stand that. That was how I was raised around people like that. And I could have easily been one of those people, oh, I just wish this, I just wish that, oh, if life was just easier. Life is not going to be easy for you. Nobody gives a fuck about you like you're going to give a fuck about you. Maybe your mama, that's about it. Nobody's gonna love you how you're gonna love yourself. You have to do the work for yourself. Like, remember when Kim Kardashian was like,
nobody wants to work these days.
Get off your ass and work. And everybody was so mad at her. And I'm like, why y'all mad?
They just want to be mad at Kim. I love Kim.
Come on the podcast.
Come on the potty pod. We love you. I completely understood what she said. And Kim is one of those celebrities that always apologizes after she says something. And I'm like, she be apologizing for the dumbest shit.
Well, she has to.
She has to.
She has too much stuff going for her.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the same thing Evan was like. He was like, when you got these $1 million contracts,
Evan is her boyfriend, by the way.
Oh yeah, Evan's my boyfriend.
Introduced his name before.
Oh yeah, Evan is my boyfriend. He's in an industry that he understands that why people gotta apologize.
Yeah.
So
when you got millions and millions on the line, baby, I'm gonna say a little apology too. I know I said I'll never apologize, but
it depends. I really will stand on some shit. I will
I'm
die on that hill alone.
Stuff, but it's not worth losing.
Yeah, not millions on the line.
$50 million.
Sometimes it is your ego and your pride. Yeah, that is true.
Girl, you about to say sorry for $50 million.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, what else you need?
Look, please, I'm sorry. Nah, but yeah, I mean,
when you unapologetically yourself, I feel like people respect that. Yeah. So when I feel like honestly, my personality is just like you gonna have to know I'm gonna say some crazy shit every once in a while.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure. For sure. We know that we were kind of all over today with the potty, but we hope you still enjoyed it and we hope you still gathered something. And please don't cancel us.
Yeah, please don't.
If we said anything offensive, sorry.
We're just kidding.
JK.
But thank you for listening, because what else are you gonna listen to? Just kidding.
Something lame.
Something not cool. Not two girls that are talking about themselves all goddamn day.
Right. Lame. No, but we're going to get into the advice segment, y'all. Do we get any good ones?
No, we don't. Y'all are not. I mean,
really?
They're sending things that they want us to talk about,
right?
But not things personal to them. So it's like we're thinking
we didn't
about,
get one advice?
Yeah, we
got advice, y'all.
We got something.
We know y'all rock with us.
So this is the advice. It is from Lisa. I won't say her thing just because I don't know if people might want to be anonymous.
Is she saying she wants to be anonymous? What if people get excited? And
Lisa, you know who you are. She said, I need advice. This is for serious time. I really, really dislike the husband of my sister. I had a bad feeling about him since day one, and he keeps showing red flags that my sister keeps on forgiving. I already told her once about how I felt about him in the nicest way possible, and she accepts my point of view. Now what I have trouble is just being in his presence because he annoying as F. What should I do? I think I cannot do much, but maybe you guys' point of view will tell me something I need to know. That's the advice we get.
Damn.
Yeah. So I have, as you know, they're a part of my identity. I have 4 older sisters. So my best thing to say to that, and I know Winter probably didn't agree with this, but you cannot speak on people, man, or their kids. And I feel like you could state your opinion, but I would tread very lightly with that, because I remember, look, I told this, my sister at 18 told me and all my other sisters to fuck off and fuck us because she wanted to go live a life with her man, and she didn't care because we did not like him.
Right.
And I learned at literally 14, 15 of if I want this person next to me, I'm going to have my boundaries with that relationship. But if I want my sister there, I'm not, and that's just me. That's how I would how I handled it. I'm not about to talk about somebody, man, or.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you definitely have to tread lightly when you're dealing with relationships, for sure, because things get crazy with love, y'all.
Exactly.
Sure,
you have those
crazy. But I mean, I feel like if you genuinely are concerned, I feel like you can express your concern, but also if you really love your sister, you do have to be there for her kind of no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, look, these are my concerns. I feel like these are red flags, but no matter what, I'm rocking with you.
Yeah.
And unless you ask me for the advice, I'm going to just keep it to myself.
Yes.
And that's just that.
That's
you can't
very
really
true.
say much else, honestly. So you got to kind of just hold your tongue and just be there for your sister. And if things do end, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I love you. Just it's just one of those. You can't really do nothing.
Yeah.
Especially her husband.
Is
Nah, you can't really do nothing.
And it's just if you want that relationship to be constant in your sister's life, you do. And you say by not wanting to be around him, I mean,
that sucks.
It sucks.
I do get it, because I don't want to be around no irritating ass man who I don't even like.
Everything they do is just roll your eyes at,
like, just like, oh,
him speaking piss you off. Yeah.
Get out of here, man. Nobody wants you here. No, yeah, I feel it. But I mean, just suck it up. Just suck it up. There's nothing really else you could do. Yeah. I mean, because you don't want to like ruin the relationship with your sister, because at the end of the day, that is her husband. And some people don't mind cutting you off for their man. So, hey, you know.
It will happen.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's our advice. Thank you guys for watching episode 5 of Behind the Likes.
Yay.
Until next time.